Hey, welcome back to another Cross Comics redesign. Of course, this time, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I am redesigning Thor. Off to the side, you can see the redesign that I had done before, which I'm basing this off. Of course, even in this redesign, I am going to probably change things a little bit, or I know I am. So that up front. I'm trying to bring him more back to a Viking look. So yeah, so we're giving him a shield. We've keeping the hammer, of course. We're trying to make his boots and all that stuff look more Viking-like. Even all his clothing. I don't mind what they did for the Marvel Thor. But the original Marvel Thor. But I figure bringing him a little bit back more to his Viking look might be a little bit more credible. I'm not sure what quite the right word is, and as you can see, I did look up some looks to go with this, and what the boots look like. Some boots look like, and I took the one that I liked. And this is just, a big hammer or big hammerish type thing. It's a piece of wood with a piece of stone stuck on. And of course, we have the shield here, which would be, just a not quite small wooden shield, but a wooden shield nonetheless, which is probably what they had. I tried to keep that whole feather, or I'm not sure how you would call them, and make it so he has a beard, because most Vikings would have a beard back then. Sorry for the stall here. I probably got called away from the computer, and even when it's sped up, sometimes it doesn't get as much. And we give him, of course, the braids, which some Vikings are sometimes no more known for, and putting on some armor for his chest plate, although keeping some of his skin being seen. And of course, now we're working on the hand and getting it a little better. And I'm trying to improve everything as it comes along. And I think that is noticeable in each pass over. Of course, I don't want to get this perfect. I'd like to get it perfect, but I doubt I will. But because this is just supposed to be something fun, it doesn't need to be completely 100% perfect, just to get a gist. And I think that's you guys are getting that. Yeah, so we've almost got I'd say we've got the thing down at this point. Now we're coloring in, putting in the colors, the basics in each section, of course, where we want what the new colors are. And again, like I was saying earlier, I'm trying to stick to the Viking colors, what I think might be Viking colors of that time. Well, for material, what more? I'm trying to stick to the materials that they would have at that time, and thus what the colors of those materials might be. A lot of theirs, I think, would be leathery, based off of hides that they would get from animals. So again, that's why you see these browns and grays. I think that's what you would get more from hides. I could be wrong. Uh, and then, of course, trees, for the wood for the thing, and stone and all that. And of course, I'm trying to. I would think they would have the skin of a quote unquote white person, coming from the Norse, being Norse, which is, I know, originated over in Europe somewhere. So I think Denmark, to be precise, but I could be wrong with that. And of course, now, having filled in all the colors, I'm going back and getting them all a little bit more tight to the lines that we have, and we'll be doing this. This, of course, will be this is always the biggest thing, doing it, getting these lines tight, making sure everything is good, and then going in and inspecting things. And then, like here, I realize these bands on the thing haven't been done right, color. So, I've got to start, I've got to do a little bit of editing of that, add some colors. But, yeah, so, and I decided to give him red hair because a lot of the pictures that you see when you look up Thor, even some Vikings, they have red hair, so I think that would be more likely you'd be more likely to see him with red hair. Although I know there's I think a famous Viking is Eric the Red, and he's called that because he has red hair, because he's, maybe it's far and few between, but I think Thor with red hair would be a little bit more unique because he's a unique individual. I'm not sure how to put it exactly, but we're slowly getting all this stuff fixed. And with so many layers, sometimes it's hard to figure out what's on what layer. And we're correcting some of the line stuff as well as we go along. And we're going to go back over that, correct a bunch of that later, and get everything. We're going to eventually do it systematically here. So this whole process took about 3 hours, 3.5 hours, from drawing to coloring this. I actually really like this light green background. I was almost tempted to keep it with the background. We're done, but I switched it back to white, as you will see, and as you can see now, I'm going over trying to fill in lines, take out lines, put things so they look just slightly better, and doing it systematically. Eventually, we will get done this. At some point, my eraser changed. I'm not sure whether it's density or whatever. So that's, my eraser got weird, and then I had to fix all the mistakes that I made because of using my eraser wrong in this. And of course, now we're going over our colors and going through, trying to find out what level is on what. Unfortunately, I don't always label my stuff, so sometimes it can be hard to find, and I have to do that a little bit more often. And if you're liking this, remember to hit the like, share, and like and share. Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. So this is our second rendition of a character. We're going to do some Archie. I think our next one will be an Archie superhero character. I'm not sure which one. I'm thinking the Shield, and I do something drastically, I think, different for the Shield compared to what most people will be used to. So I'm not expecting any positive reviews on that when I do it. But that might not be out for might take a little bit of time. But of course, now, as you can see, I'm getting the shading done on the various layers. I'm really liking the way this comes together. With Thor being a public domain character, I might end up actually using this at some point in my comic verse. So Thor by Cross Comics, I guess you could say. Although probably in my universe, Thor is going to be a bad guy because, being Christian stuff, believing in the other gods, probably would not making them good guys necessarily a good thing, because they were probably they could be influenced by real people, or they could be influenced by demons, and demons, of course, are bad guys. We're almost at the end of this. I hope you've really enjoyed it and you've watched through. And again, remember to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye for now. God bless.